Yeah, we don't need to hear that music.
Well, it's just. That might be on my end. No. Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Thanks for tuning in tonight with us. We got a good show planned for you guys. So we're going to get going, okay? We got a case for Star Wars anime. We're going to do the subbed version, Gaiyō mite mimashou, or the dub version, which is...
Let's get into the rundown.
We've got question of the week, a bit of news, and we'll finish it off with a case for Star Wars anime, which is the reason you clicked on this video. So let's meet tonight's crew. We got Nick the Sith. What is up, Nick?
How's it going?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's good to be seen.
Yeah?
Yeah, with my own eyes.
In the mirror.
In a mirror.
Oh, wow.
In a mirror.
Next up, we have Dan the pilot. What's up, Dan?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. And we had the fact checker.
Yeah, good to be here.
And finishing off, the lovely guest we had on last week, who is becoming a permanent resident here quickly. Ooh. It is the one, the only Skylark. How's it going, Skylark?
She just walked in the room.
Oh, shoot, sorry. No worries. Nope, no worries. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun a little bit there. How's it going, Skylark? Thanks for tuning in.
Good. Thanks for having me. Yeah, thanks, you guys. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, good to have you back. We're excited to talk. You are a bit of an anime aficionado in some ways as well, so we're glad to have you on the panel tonight. So
thanks.
let's get into things. But before we do, Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us so we can continue to grow this wonderful community together. Because with all of us together, we make Star Wars
Butter.
Hey.
Oh, we should have learned what butter was.
I know, we should have learned butter.
Yeah,
That's okay. We
I
got
would've
time.
said it.
We're going to get it. All right. Yeah. So
We're
do
gonna get it.
do all those things, people. And fact checker, who's with us tonight in the chat?
Well, we've got Skylark also in the chat, which
Oh,
is
man.
pretty amazing.
Multiple places.
Double
I'm
dip it.
everywhere.
Double-
What, Skylark?
I'm everywhere.
I love
What
it.
if she spoke in Japanese on the show, but then
Ooh.
typed everything out in the
my
comment
goodness.
section, so you had to figure it out
Oh,
in the
I don't know that
comments?
much.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, for sure. But yeah, we also have Tamerkins hanging out, just a little chilly because Hoth apparently is everywhere.
It is.
it is, man.
And then yeah, we just got a super chat from Hunter. Do you want to read that?
Oh, I didn't even see it.
It's right down.
You're gonna
there.
have to read it out.
No, you
Oh,
gotta
okay.
click on it.
Ah.
Click on it,
Give
dude.
me a
It's
second.
on the
Get
screen now.
it.
It's on the
Oh,
screen.
it's on
You can
screen.
see it.
Okay. All right. Minding your business is a dying art form. Words of wisdom from Hunter. I
Hunter
like it.
Naboo.
Thank you so much for the super chat there, man. And funny enough, the topic for tonight, we were kind of talking back and forth a little bit there with Hunter. So he helped encourage. Inspire. That's the word I was looking for. I wish I knew it in Japanese. Inspire tonight's show. So thank you, Hunter, for that super chat and minding your own business. Oh wait, I don't know. But anyway, thanks for being here.
Strike that, reverse
Strike it,
it.
reverse
Strike
it.
it.
Yeah.
Reverse it.
Who else is with us tonight, fact checker?
I think we've got some lurkers, so
I
maybe
love the lurkers.
They will let us know. They'll unlurk and reverse it.
Yeah.
Strike it, reverse it.
Strike it. Reverse it.
No, we love the lurkers and we love everybody in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching back later, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and let us know in the comments below. What'd you think? Do you think anime could save Star Wars? That's kind of the question we're going with. But before we get into that, let's jump into the question of the week, people. Question of the week. The question of the week is, what in Star Wars would make an epic anime? All right, that's the question we're going with here. Kind of keeping with the theme.
Keeping with the theme.
Keeping with the theme. So, Nick, what about you, man? You got one hot and ready to rock and roll?
An anime?
Yeah. Like what?
I mean, I think it'd still have to be like a Band of Brothers type of thing.
No,
like,
sorry, hang on. Whoa. What in Star Wars would make an epic anime? Oh yeah, no, that still
Yeah,
fits
that's what
with the
I'm
question.
saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
like the Clone Wars.
I was thinking
but
something
in
different,
anime.
but yeah, do it.
I know I'm right.
I know I'm right.
You asked me the question, I answer, and you're like, nope, wrong.
Not good enough.
Wrong answer, sir. Try
I
again.
thought only Dan could do that.
Little
Right.
did you know, every answer you were going to give me was going to be wrong.
It's gonna be wrong.
Sure.
Yeah. Or
No.
you could just redo like the whole original trilogy in anime. Because why not?
Dude,
Yeah.
don't give them all
Why
away.
not?
You got to stick
Don't
with
give
one.
them all away.
But which one would you pick though? Brand of Brothers? Or
Oh
the-
yeah, it'd have to be like the Clone Wars or Stormtroopers or the Rebellion. I don't know, something,
Yeah.
something like that. You know, yeah.
I would love that. That
Like
would be
you
epic.
get a lived-in universe, but it's an anime.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
That's a great answer. I like that answer,
Right?
and I would totally watch that.
It'd be great.
I'd watch the heck out of
It'd be
that.
awesome. Yeah.
All right, fact checker. What about you?
Oh boy.
You got one?
No.
I'm hitting you second, just so we don't steal any of your ideas.
She said she wouldn't have a lot to say about the subject, so
Yeah.
we got to make her talk at least all the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you are now in the forefront
No.
here.
What was the question? I'm just kidding.
What in Star Wars would make an epic anime?
So like take a current Star
You- okay,
Wars
here-
thing
yeah,
and
or
then
you can-
put
or
it
you-
into anime.
Like, what
Yeah,
do you
you
want?
can do
What would
that.
you want to see story wise?
Yeah, so you can either come up with a new idea, or you can go with something that's already been, but you want to see it in anime,
Okay,
or you
yeah,
think would
I would-
transfer well. in
She also
anime.
hates cartoons.
I don't hate cartoons. It's just not my favorite medium. Animation
That's fair.
stuff is
that
not
translates
my
to
favorite.
I hate
No,
cartoons.
it doesn't.
It really does.
In Nick's mind, it does.
I am
We
offended.
all have our tastes.
That's true.
Well, some people's tastes are wrong.
And you can have that opinion, Nick.
You
That's
can have that
fine.
taste.
You can have that taste.
See, I'm not the only one. KG jumped in and said, I've tried, but I just don't care for anime much.
That's fair.
Well, that's
know,
because you
totally
haven't saw
fair.
a good one.
Exactly.
Haven't seen? Have not seen. Haven't saw.
You haven't dang saw no good.
You
one.
haven't saw it.
You haven't saw no good.
You need to go. You need to go see it right now.
Use your eyeballs.
Saw.
All right. Do you have anything though, fact checker?
I don't know.
Hit me with your
It's-
best
it's-
shot.
I'm not too
She hates cartoons.
studied on this.
Hey.
But
That's okay. Just throw out
maybe,
something.
I don't know. Maybe The Mandalorian.
Ooh,
'Cause I
that-
like that.
Mandalorian would be
Yeah.
good.
That's a really good
Oh,
answer, actually.
nice.
Wow, you surprised
Score.
me.
Oh, nice. That slow. Pump the brakes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's not.
Best answer of the night is what I just
let's,
heard.
Yeah.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, we said it was a good answer. We didn't say it was the best.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I dropped my toothpick. I don't know where it went.
Oh no, he has a toothpick.
I'm probably gonna step on it.
You probably it's gonna go right through your foot, and
I'll
then
be
you're
like,
gonna
oh
scream,
no.
and then you have to scream in Japanese though.
I'll be like, hey.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, Skylark, what about you?
I would actually like to see the prequels redone
Ooh.
better in an anime.
Ooh.
I think
Shots fired.
in some ways it's shinier. There's a little bit more city scenes and things like that, which I think would lend itself well to an anime art form.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Yeah, I think that would be awesome to see that.
I think it's just
especially
that-
with the Jedi and everything
Yeah.
too, because
Yeah.
you can in anime form you can go so epic with so
Yeah.
many different things.
It's just that, yeah, the whole process behind like making a cartoon versus doing live action.
yeah,
You can get away with a lot more.
for sure. Yeah.
And I even think a Jar Jar Binks character would get away better in an anime than, it would be more believable in that setting than it was originally.
Especially if it's subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sabisa Jaja Binks and it's under, but it's like oh no, or I don't. Sorry, that was probably
You
very
probably
rude to some-
offended
I probably
a
just
lot of
offended.
people.
I'm just gonna say this off the bat. I'm sorry if I'm doing a terrible job with anything Japanese related. I did not pronounce that very well. I'm going to slaughter it, so please forgive me. Have mercy on myself.
Necessarily intentional.
It is not intentional. So
It's a
very
live show.
it's a live show. You
for,
never know what's
for
gonna happen.
Dustin, it's intentional.
No, only me.
Only him.
Where's that
Yeah, our
toothpick
translator
from?
couldn't show up this evening.
Yeah, our translator didn't show.
Yeah. He's fired.
Well, we have the dub version tonight.
Yep.
All
He
right.
actually quit after hearing Dustin.
He's like,
Wow.
I can't even work with
Wow, shots
this.
fired.
He said hello and he was gone.
He's like, I'm out. This guy cannot be
Yep.
saved.
He is hopeless.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. What about you, Dan?
I don't know. I feel like some animes that I've seen with Skylark, they do a pretty good job of certain love stories. So I don't really care what it is as long as there's maybe a decent love story. That's
Yeah.
all I care about. You didn't see that coming, did you? I just am
Whoa,
saying
whoa.
I've seen in this sometimes the action is leaves a little to be desired for me because it takes 70,000 episodes to actually get to the end of the fight. But
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but it's fine. I mean, once the fight happens, it's fine. But it's like they get to the fight, and you're like, this is the part I want to see. And then 60 years later, they finish the fight. You know what I mean? Because it takes 10 episodes.
Or it's over in like 10 seconds.
Or it's like one swing, one punch man.
Yeah.
So, but
they like 10 episodes to build up to like a
yeah,
10
but the way that they do their love story kind of arcs, it seems to me that they weave it in and out. And while you always can basically see it coming, like it's like not a big shocker. Like, oh, obviously these two are going to get together. That's one thing that I think they could excel at for Star Wars. Because Star Wars doesn't know how to do love stories, really.
Yeah, it's predictable, but at the same time that it's still satisfying, even if it is predictable. The love stories in a lot of anime, you're like, okay, we see it coming because they've been literally building up to it for like 2 seasons,
and then they totally subvert everything.
No, that's what Star Wars would do. Anime
So edgy.
actually delivers on that promise, which I think is that's a genius move. And you're going back to the Valentine's Day, bro.
Valentine's.
I like
Still
it.
in it.
Valiant.
No, Valentine's Day is over with, but we can still have love stories with anime, right? Isn't Valentine's Day
for
over
sure.
with?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Isn't Valentine's Day?
Says Danger
Wait
Dan.
a minute.
it depends.
That's right. I put the Dan in
It's-
danger.
He does.
Not daffodil, Hunter, or whatever flower you want to pick for today. There's no flowers out there. It's too much snow. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness. Well, Nick kind of took mine in some ways, but
Okay.
I actually
Say it.
It's totally fine. I want to see all the movies turned into anime. And
Oh,
my
yeah.
reason for this, I actually have reasons to back this up.
Oh,
which we're-
really?
Sequels?
Which we're gonna
Name one.
Oh, the sequels? No, sequels can burn in heck for all I care.
Oh, wow.
Sorry,
Ooh,
that's it's
edgy.
just me being real. I don't care for the sequels at all. Unless, if they did the sequels, totally redo them.
Yeah.
let some Japanese anime like studio
right.
do it right.
Do
yeah,
it right.
and then
Reimagine
maybe
it.
it'd be better. Yeah, just totally reimagine it. No, but I really like. I want to see them redone because I feel like it would reach a new audience, which we're going to jump into later. But the reason I give that is because they did that on the Star Wars YouTube. I think it was YouTube Kids it's on now, but it's called Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures. And they basically did anime forms of like some of the fights and the epic scenes in Star Wars. And I'm like, this could totally work if you just did the whole movie in that style. They used the same audio. And that's what made it feel so like it worked. Because they just upped the anime and they upped the action in some ways too of some of like the original sequences.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like, you know, the fight scenes weren't exactly like a spectacle to behold as far as the lightsaber dueling. It was more accurate, but they took it to another level in the anime. They were like flipping around and it just like, I don't know, it might be slightly over the top, but that's anime. And I think it would be really fun to watch that and experience that, all of the originals and the prequels, not the sequels, in anime. So you kind of you got me on that one, which I totally agree with. And I want to go with that. So, but what are the Gonkers saying? What's the chat saying? They got any ideas for what anime they want to see or what Star Wars they want to see in anime? Fact checker.
Yeah, some great answers as always.
As always, the Gonkers always win.
They do. Let's see. Actually, earlier KG said her husband loves anime and has shown her many of the more popular ones like Death Note.
Death Note is one of the probably the most prominent ones.
So
out
she
there.
has, to your point, Nick, I think she was coming at you. She has seen
He's ready.
good stuff.
Just don't. All you got to do is
She
hit him with
just
a
doesn't.
toothpick.
She just doesn't like it.
It's just not her favorite.
It sounds like a cop out to me.
I think
Everything sounds like a cop out if we don't agree with you.
Put that on a T-shirt.
that's next t-shirt.
That's my T-shirt.
With him on the horse.
Yeah. Everything sounds like a cop out when we don't agree with you.
Oh, that is a great line. Yeah,
It is.
I think,
Actually, with that picture, it'd be
It would work.
amazingly good.
right.
We should do that.
Edit it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But back. So who was that? Say that KG.
That was KG.
So I believe though that maybe you just haven't seen the right one. I don't think Death Note is necessarily for everybody.
Yeah.
And there's and like the thing with anime is it's not just all crazy action sequences.
Yep.
There's like comedies out there. There are love story ones too, and I think Skylar could talk to this a little bit more. But there's so much versatility. There's so many different genres out there that they all have a similar look. But as far as the story goes, there's so many different stories, and I think you just got to find the right one. What would you say that's accurate, Skylar?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think there's a misconception again about, people think of anime and they automatically go to like a Dragon Ball, kind of thing where there's a lot of shouting and like constant like karate and fighting but there's a lot of nuance with
It's
anime,
like real life.
especially. Yeah, I mean, there was kind of a time, there was like a time where there was a lot of very similar anime and it didn't branch out. But, at this point now, I mean, there's so much out there. I mean, pretty much in any kind of genre that you want. So if you just kind of get out there and search, and of course, there's always going to be like super huge dud animes that aren't good at all.
Right.
But there are amazing ones out there if you can find them. So yeah, just see what you can find.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely seen a kind of a variation. I typically like the action ones too, but even to Dan's point though, Dragon Ball is maybe not the best example as far as like action goes and stuff like that, because it did take forever. And I think they changed that with Dragon Ball Kai, which is what Bismo was talking to us about too, which kind of helps with that. But there are some anime where it's like, no, there was like 8 episodes and like every episode had like a sweet fight scene.
Yeah.
And so they've kind of changed over the years and they've changed. So it's cool. You just got to find the right one. I think that's the right thing for all of us. We just got to find the one you like. And I still
You right.
That
You
was
right.
That was my interpreter didn't speak that for me.
Yeah, right.
But all right, those were great answers. Great job, Gonkers. Great
Wait, we
job.
didn't even say the Gonker.
Oh,
answers.
well, you did. You started to. Oh, maybe we didn't finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You didn't.
I got interrupted.
Oh,
but-
okay. Well,
okay, real
who-
fast.
what else did they
Tamerkin
say?
said, I feel like an anime show or movie about the Mortis gods would be super cool.
Oh,
That
Mortis.
would be good.
Yep. And let's see. KG agreed that the prequels would work in anime. And then let's see. Oh, Hunter said anime Grievous story would be gnarly.
Oh man,
Oh yeah,
be great.
like an origin story, Grievous.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What he
before he
used to
turned
be.
all robotic,
He's
dude.
more machine now than man.
That would be epic.
Mhm. And then he also said a Ronin Jedi story would be cool too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Melissa jumped in and said anime isn't always for the kids. You get gritty anime like Akira.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's very true. They have some very gritty and dark anime
Mhm.
out there, not for kids. And then you have some fun kids ones in some ways.
Mhm. And then Inyaki's here, so good to see you.
What's up, Iñaki?
Hey.
You got any pirate facts for us?
Pirates.
This is
I'm
anime.
sure there's
Oh,
a good I'm sure there's a good pirate
One
anime
Piece.
he knows out.
One
One
Piece
Piece.
is
There
a
you go.
fantastic pirate anime.
Well, I don't want to
Have
see
you
you in a
seen the
two
anime?
piece, so you better keep that one piece on.
Wow.
That was
That came out of
classic,
nowhere.
man.
Now we're gonna do a Photoshop of me.
No,
One
we're
Piece
not.
fan.
Let's not do that.
Just
Just-
joking. That's
I'm just talking about
pops
pirate
up.
anime.
Dan had it ready to go. It's popped on the screen.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like,
What
oh,
the
yeah,
heck?
There it is.
preempted
Hey,
it.
yeah. You were waiting for that zinger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just
that's
talking
so
about pirate animes, and you're like, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. I was like,
Yeah.
you want
That's
a
the name
2-piece
of it.
fish sandwich or 2-piece fish dinner, or you want a 1 piece? I don't know what
One
you're
Piece.
talking about.
I'll take a One Piece.
One Piece is a fantastic anime. It's probably one of the longest ones running still.
Yeah.
I mean, they have over
It
1,000
started
episodes
I think it started in the 90s.
in the 90s, and it's still
Wow.
going today. And they did the
Yeah.
Netflix live action series,
Yeah.
which I thought was great, not being a diehard anime watcher of that, because there were so many to get into. I didn't really have a lot of time. So I
Yeah.
watched the Netflix one, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was
And-
a little dark at some points. I struggled,
Yeah.
but then I got to the end.
Yeah, it was
What,
good.
like the lighting?
No.
It was dark. You couldn't see anything.
So it's like the
Exactly.
Simpsons of anime. Is that what you're saying?
What?
The Simpsons of anime.
What?
Like dark.
Have you ever watched?
No, like it's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Okay.
gonna say,
so-
he's not talking to me.
I was like, what? Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Where you going with
Yeah,
this, Dan?
Simpsons. of
I don't know. I just know that the Simpsons have been around since any of us were born. I mean, it's just like they've been there, right?
They've been there.
Like just
Yeah.
forever.
It's
just
crazy.
just like corrupt politicians, I guess. I don't know. Never
There you
even
go.
thought of it.
Dan's taking things for a turn tonight. That's fair.
Somebody
That's
gave
fair.
me a microphone. I don't know why.
right.
All right. Well, let's keep moving then.
Yeah, well, KG actually is getting us on target. She said turning Star Wars into anime could definitely bring a lot of people in, but
Mhm.
haven't they already kind of tried it with Visions? She said she couldn't quite get into
So
we're gonna get to it though. We're jumping
Okay.
ahead a
I'll
little
just
bit.
say
Oh,
the
But
sorry.
go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
first season of Visions was way better than the second season
And that why?
because it wasn't woke.
Well, yeah. But no, what was the other reason? It was all
I don't know.
Japanese studios.
Yeah.
It was all Japanese anime
Yeah.
studios.
The other one was like, oh, let's branch out. And it's like, but why?
And I think they put a mandate on those, like you said, for a lot of woke content, unfortunately. And that's why I think kind of ruined the second season.
Yep.
And I don't think they can get away with that with the Japanese studios, which is
No.
what we're going to get into here in just a moment. Anything else that the chat's saying? I don't want to forget anybody there. Fact checker.
Let's see. Melissa's saying any fantasy and sci-fi would work in anime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm. All good stuff.
yeah.
Everybody has great ideas, great
Mhm.
thoughts. There's so much out there that they could do, and that is the point we are making tonight in this show. So let's keep moving here. We do have a little bit of news, though.
News.
Some Holonet news that we're going to jump into right meow.
Meow.
Actually, before we do, though, I do have a bit of housekeeping. The housekeeping here, though, is
Housekeeping.
if you haven't already, I'm pumped about this one. If you haven't already seen our Star Wars D&D session that we just started up, it was not last Friday, but the Friday before. It's called War of the Cosmic Tyrants. And we did episode 1, and we're going to do episode 2 this Friday at 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be, we're changing it up, though, this time.
It's
we
Eastern
did.
time, not Central.
Oh,
time.
yeah, I'm sorry. Eastern time. Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
We're in Eastern.
Stick a,
Central would be The middle.
Good. Thank you. The middle of Hoth. We're
Yeah.
on the eastern side of Hoth.
We're on the eastern side of Hoth.
Exactly. Just stick a toothpick in me.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm done. No, but we got it live, and as a special, we're going to do it live for everybody, not just members only. Last time we did it members only live and then released it later. This week, we're going to go live for everybody this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be it's going to be a blast. We had a lot of fun with it last time. It's a great story already, and it's just going to get better from here. And we also have some new artwork that's going to be dropping along with it that I'm super pumped about.
Yeah,
so definitely
it's
come
great.
Back for that.
And we will not be talking to you at all.
Well,
We didn't talk to him last
The
time.
fact checker will.
we
In the
have
chat.
we have set the precedent.
We have set the
That's
precedent.
true. But
It is
we're-
more about the story and continue the
Yeah,
story.
the fact checker can talk.
But
to
the
you.
fact checker will be in the chat,
Yes.
rocking it as always. So
maybe.
yeah,
Yep.
that was the announcement for that. And then the second one here is it's maybe a little birdie's birthday. I don't know why I said that.
a little
That sounded
birdie.
weird. No,
little
somebody-
birdie told
Oh, it
somebody's
is
birthday.
kind of a birdie.
That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I totally messed that up.
Yeah, you
There's
did.
the interpreter.
It makes sense.
Yeah, we have a birthday coming up with us. It is Skylark's birthday. Happy birthday, Skylark.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
And,
Skylark.
Oh, it's my fourth
Birth,
hundred.
yo.
It's your first. It's your second time on the show. We're already celebrating your birthday.
Wow.
It just feels right.
Oh,
Does.
Oh yeah, it does. And in Stay on Target tradition, we always, well, not always, but most of the time we sing
But it's
happy
copyrighted.
birthday. But you have a couple of
Yeah.
different options here.
Yeah.
Japanese.
Oh
That's
no.
what I was
Oh,
gonna say.
gosh.
Yeah,
You got to look it up.
Oh man, how in
No,
the
I'm
world?
just, I'm
would-
totally kidding. No, you guys.
Couldn't do it.
Okay, well that wasn't going to be one of the options. We can try, but it will be terrible, and we will definitely offend all Japanese people.
No, you're good.
So the only other
Already
ways we
have.
have it, yeah, we already have. We're already in those waters.
Yep.
No, the way you can decide is high and fast, high and slow, low and slow, low and fast. Which option, and by low I mean lower registers, high I mean higher registers.
Yeah.
So which one do you pick, Skylark, for us to sing happy birthday to you?
For some reason, I'm gravitating towards high and slow.
Oh no.
Nice.
So I think we're gonna.
That's
Oh my
we're gonna
I
go
don't
goodness.
think we've ever- Why is this an option? I'm just kidding.
Right?
Just a warning
Let's
to the gonkers. Maybe cover your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, to cover
We're
your
gonna.
ears.
It's gonna
and-
peak.
Yeah,
I don't
well, we have
think-
gates, thankfully, but yeah. So yeah, let's just do this. I think the Japanese was a better option, but let's go. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah. Leave
All
it
right.
up.
High and
one.
slow.
High and slow. High and slow.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Go slower.
So terrible.
Happy birthday, dear Skylark. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
There we go.
There was no music in there.
Thank you guys.
That-
was super.
I think
that
only
was
the
super
birds
sweet and
could hear us.
painful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if like a child just walked into a room with that playing, they were gonna have nightmares.
Suddenly, dogs break down the door.
Matt Risman joined at just the right time, he says.
Oh my goodness. You never know. It's a live
Lord.
show, people. We do things a little different here. But yeah, happy birthday, Skylark. We're excited you can be on the show, and we're excited for your birthday.
Yeah, thanks, crew. Thanks, Gonkers, too. You guys are all so sweet. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being born. What do you want for your birthday?
The moon.
Yeah.
The moon?
That's no
The
moon.
moon.
That's
Yeah.
right. Give me a lasso and I'll
Straight.
wrangle it for you. What does he say?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
It's
that's
pretty
what he
close.
says.
Pretty close.
That's a good
Nice.
line. What movie is that?
That's called It's a Wonderful Life. George
Yeah.
Bailey. It's an anime.
good one.
It's an anime from
I
1940.
want to see that in anime form.
Yeah, I want to see
Right?
It's a Wonderful Life. Take all the classics. It's Gone with the Wind, anime.
Oh my god.
Take
Dude,
all
I'm
of
telling
the
you, there's a market
classics.
for it.
Seven Samurai. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
like
That
kind
would be
of
perfect. There you
set up
go.
for it.
It is.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's jump into this HoloNet news. The HoloNet news we got is Star Wars Celebration has dropped their final badges, which is keeping right in line with the anime theme of tonight because all of the Star Wars artwork they've been coming out with, these badges, they are so anime inspired. It's so cool to see.
Yeah.
So we got a few of them here. We're just gonna quickly go through them. Some of these are gonna be previously, but they have them all and they're finalized, and these are all that are coming out for Star Wars Celebration, which is something I would greatly love to go to, but I don't think we're going to be able to. No worries.
Speak for yourself.
I don't know why I felt like saying that. But
Yeah.
No
It's like,
worries.
who are you talking to?
it was just an inner monologue that I shouldn't have said out loud.
Pretty
Where's the
much.
interpreter? All right.
It's a live show.
yeah,
The other one just left.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The interpreter for the interpreter just
Yeah,
left.
they're like, this guy's hopeless. All right, so let's jump through some of these.
So I've got the article, or this was at StarWarsNewsNet.com, right?
Yeah, Star Wars Newsnet. Yep.
So you sent
Which
the
is-
individual photos, and then are some of those not supposed to be seen, or they're not going to be seen?
No, that's totally fine. No, they just put up an article showing the latest releases. So yeah, you can scroll down. We can just look at them this
we'll
way.
just scroll down.
I like it this way too.
We got all the garbage commercials. That's
Yeah,
kinda
the
annoying me,
ads.
but
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's what happened.
Yeah, so
Trim this.
I believe these are the newest ones that they just came out with, which is the. So if you look there, you have Anakin and Obi-Wan. I don't think they've come out with that one yet, and that one looks epic.
Yeah, it
Dread
does.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, actually.
Mustafar. Yeah, that is so. It's so cool and Star Wars anime inspired there.
Yeah.
Although it looks like Obi-Wan's about to eat it, but
So these are badges. What does that mean? So when you're at the place, you get these or something, or no?
yes, it's like badge artwork. So I think,
I think you just get a random one.
you might. Yeah, you get a random one.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, I mean,
What's that from?
even the characters that aren't as cool look pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we got Anakin and Obi-Wan. They look
Yeah.
epic. We got Andor. He's looking good there.
Yeah, he looks pretty
I
epic.
I
actually.
really like the Princess Leia one as
Yeah.
well. That one looks
Yeah.
really classy,
Yeah.
and that fits so well. We
Yeah.
had some lesser ones, in my opinion. The Young Jedi Adventures.
Never seen it.
Then we have May and Osha. Who knows which one, and who cares?
We call her
Tamerkin.
Mosha.
Moshe.
Tamerkin said if I got an OSHA one, I'd send it back.
I would.
I'd be
I
like,
would
yeah, give me a
100%
different one.
Yeah,
It's like when you
No,
got
They'd be
those.
like,
Thank
that's
you.
all we got left. And you'd
It's
be
like McDonald's, and you get the
They're-
crap toy. Like all you want is like Optimus Prime, and you get like Bumblebee.
Hey, he's cool.
Yeah.
But he's not
I like
Optimus
Bumblebee.
Prime, you know.
No,
I mean, like
Bumblebee.
it's a good second, but I
You
think
get
Bumblebee is.
Starscream.
Yeah, Starscream.
I don't know.
And that's the only one you get every time. is
Yeah, that's you got like
Starscream,
6 star
Starscream.
screams. You're like, no, I don't want 6 more Oshas. I want Andor.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Mon Mothma looks pretty good. Yeah.
She looks
Yeah.
regal as
KG's
ever.
asking, what is she holding?
Mon
Is it
Mothma?
like a scroll?
It looks like a scroll because she's all about
The Death Star
politics.
plans.
Yeah, it does look like
Yeah, the
that.
Death Star could be.
Oh, good call,
Many
Melissa.
Bothans died.
Many Bothans died to get me the
What?
scroll.
Bothans? Where are they?
Bothans hardly knew him. Wait, that doesn't work. Yeah, and then the last one there is the Kylo and Rey fight. Which
Kyle
is,
and Ray.
Kyle and Rey, which is how I was about to label it earlier.
Good old Kyle.
Good old
Which-
Kyle.
Which, if you haven't watched last week's live stream, we do rank all of the love stories or romances, whatever, in Star Wars. So if you haven't watched that, definitely go back to last week's live stream and watch that. We had a lot of fun ranking those. But yep, there they are.
There they are.
They should
that's
have
pretty
been
much all-
siblings or something. Oh, there's more.
They
but-
should have. There are more, and we can go through those real fast. So these are the latest ones there.
Oh
and
yeah.
maybe we'll try and link that so you guys can go and look at them, or just type in Star Wars Celebration badges and you'll see them all. But yeah, and they got some already that they had set up before, which is Padme, C-3PO, R2-D2, Sabine.
Sabin Wren.
I really like the Asajj
Asajj.
Ventress.
Yeah, that
It looks good. And Vader. I mean, come on, man.
Vades.
That is kind of what was inspiring a lot of us for this tonight's episode. In some ways, was the Star
Yeah.
Wars anime of Vader and how they always do that sweet looking art with it.
Well, they have those figures too. That
Yeah.
you can buy.
Yeah, and that's what Hunter was
Yeah.
telling me about as well. So I was
Like
like,
they're all
Yeah.
samurai looking. It's sweet.
yeah.
That's pretty epic. Yeah.
Well, all right, so out of all the ones you guys have seen, let's just do this real fast before we move on to the main topic of tonight's episode. Which one's your favorite out of all of these?
Out of
New
all
ones
of them,
and the old ones.
oh my goodness.
I know it's a tough question. And chat, let me know what yours is as well.
Ooh, well, Melissa already said R2 and 3PO.
It does look really cool.
It does really.
I do
Yeah.
really
Does look
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's just
And
classic.
they're timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, R2 and they're timeless. You can't not like them in anything it's in, you know?
Right.
Well, a lot of
so
people
good.
said
Yeah.
online when you were doing Star Wars ships that like they should have been like together in a thing, but I don't feel like a ship is more of like a love story. But as far as like relationships go, I feel like the two of them are like best friends
Friendships.
forever.
They're bros,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
friendship.
they've literally been through everything, and somehow they keep making it. They save each other or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
Do you
great
think
point.
we're ever gonna see like the end of one of them?
Oh,
Ah,
I hope
it'd
not.
be rough.
That would be so. I think we'll see a fake end potentially.
R2's
Like-
noble
like
end.
R2 will. Yeah,
Right.
they better not do that. Like they did for my boy Qui-Gon.
My boy, Qui-Gon.
Oh, boy.
It's like R2KO.
Look how they
Yeah.
massacred my boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I hope not. But
Yeah.
all right, so Nick, did you say yours?
I did not.
Okay, say yours.
Honestly,
Speak, apparition.
I don't know.
There's the new ones.
I don't know really.
There's the old ones.
The new ones, the old ones. Is there more? Keep scrolling down.
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
There's Miguel
Keep
Fernandez.
Oh, never mind.
Miguel. There, you can. Kind
I'll
of see
say
here.
yeah. There they are. It's a little discombobulating looking at it on screen because it's
Sorry.
not matched up.
Yeah, no, it's. But you can see them. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I like the Vader one.
you like
best.
the. I mean, it
Yeah.
is classic. It is
Yeah.
timeless.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at that sword.
Look at that flaming
the
lightsaber
flaming
sword.
saber sword.
All right,
Matt
that's a great
Risman
answer.
agreed
is.
with you. Matt Risman.
Yeah.
Well,
Vader.
You also are a Sith Lord. So
I am a Sith
It does
Lord.
make sense. All right, fact checker. We're gonna keep going around. What about you?
I'd say Leia.
Yeah.
That one it's got good depth of field and lots of purple.
Wow, you just went depth
Yeah,
of
that's
field
a
on
good
this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say depth of character.
Oh, that too.
That would have been a better answer.
Wow. Sorry, Nick.
He's on
Depth
his
of field.
He's on his horse again, people. He's on his horse.
Look at
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
Never got off.
what,
Yeah.
what was it earlier
Never
that we
got
said?
off.
What's the saying? We can't even remember the T-shirt design that we're supposed to do.
Oh yeah. Everything seems like a cop out if we don't agree with you.
Yeah. There we
Oh,
go. He's on it.
That's a
again.
good one.
He's on the cop out horse.
The
That's
cop
what-
out horse.
That's what we're gonna call it. All right. Yeah, that's a great answer though, fact checker. The purple looks nice, and yeah, that's that's one of my favorites too. I like how the pistol is even kind of, I don't know. It looks like a pirate pistol in some
The
ways.
pirate pistol.
Yeah. There's a little sass there.
There's a little
I like
sass,
it.
a little side eye. Skylar,
There's
what
a
about you?
moon.
Which one's your favorite?
I would have to say the Queen Amidala one.
Ooh.
That
Oh yeah.
is awesome.
Classic.
Where'd
It
it
just
go?
looks
There
so
she is.
perfect.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There she blows. Yeah.
Well, and there
that-
was a lot of Japanese
yeah.
inspiration in her costuming, and even I'm pretty sure the costume designer for Darth Vader based his helmet off of a samurai.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe you're.
It makes
correct on
sense
that. It does.
when you look at it.
Yeah, that one is probably That looks like
That could be.
something they did like a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
Queen Amidala one. You're like, oh, that just fits. Wait, that's Star Wars. You didn't even know that's Star Wars in some ways if you didn't
Right.
know.
If you didn't know,
You're
but
not
we
even
know.
But we know.
Do you know? We know you know.
And my interpreter knows.
We know you know we know that you know.
What about you, Dan? What do you know? Which one's
I'll
your favorite?
take
What do you know?
I'll
What
take
is
Yoda
that?
for 300, Alex. Oh,
Ooh,
but-
Yoda.
Daily double.
You see?
Yeah,
Yoda.
actually, no. I actually like the Mando and Grogu one. That's pretty cool. I like the way that they're all leaning. It's just it's
Yeah.
pleasing to the eye.
You
It's
like
a nice
action?
lean. Yep. Let's go.
Dude,
That does it.
I
Scroll
That
back
makes
up.
total
Mrs.
sense.
Manrique missed a lot.
Yeah.
Well, here's
Go
the
back
new
up.
ones. Yeah, here's the new ones we got. Yes.
All
but
right,
she
you know,
I
likes-
know what Dustin's favorite is.
I'm gonna go. What do you think it is?
It's Luke.
It's OSHA. You're totally wrong.
It's OSHA.
Oh,
It's Moshe. No,
That's Moshe, yeah.
definitely not. It's that's gonna be a no-show for me. Dog. No, yeah.
Dog.
Luke is my favorite. Luke is 100% my favorite. He's my favorite character. It
There
looks
he
awesome.
is.
Although there's an argument for Ahsoka there as
Right.
some pretty epic anime look and
Mhm.
style. But
Mhm.
yeah, Luke's my favorite, and it looks good. That green just pops, man.
It's like the green and the red.
Yeah, it's like the
Christmas.
dark light conflict. They captured that, which I like, because
And he's wearing his glove.
yeah, in episode 6 they played it. Lucas played it that you didn't know if he went to the dark side or not. That's why he was wearing all black the whole time. People were
Mhm.
like, "Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?" So anyway, I really like that one.
Yeah.
But all right, cool. Let us know in the chat. What do you guys think? Which one's your favorite? Did some of them already say that? Their fact checker.
They all did. Yeah.
Rapid fire them for me.
Okay. Melissa also said Mando and Grogu, which I believe Sonia agrees with.
Oh yeah,
Miss
baby.
Manrique gave her final verdict, so she has spoken. 3 framed side by side of 3PO, R2D2, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader, Anakin, Obi-Wan fight.
Oh yeah. That would be epic. I know this art would be awesome to like have in a
Hang
larger
up.
print and
Yeah.
like put it in like the back wall. That'd
Or
be
on a
so cool.
t-shirt.
Or on it. Yeah. Perfect
T-shirt would
designs.
be great.
Yes.
Holy cow.
They should do that. Man, we need to work for Star Wars so that
Or like I always say, enamel pins
yeah,
because they're awesome.
those are awesome. Did we miss any fact checker?
Schmerkin said Ventress. Luke is a close second.
Yes.
Yeah, Ventress is nice.
Hey, look, Baldy's here.
Ventress.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What? Fact checker's looking around.
Fact checker's like,
bald.
where's my hair?
Oh no. You don't know.
You don't know.
Okay.
It's on your head.
Thank you. KG
Thank you.
said Yoda and Vader look sick. I also like the Andor ones, of course. Leia is awesome. And basically she's saying Kylo Ren won. They all look phenomenal, though.
They do.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
they
fair.
do.
If you like Kylo Ren, I like the last 5 minutes of Kylo Ren. That's about it.
When he died.
when he was Ben, or what was his real name?
Yeah, Ben.
Ben
Yeah.
Swallow.
Ben Swallow was my favorite part.
Ben Low.
But anyway, Ben Low.
Ben Low.
Aw.
He's been low. He's been high. He's been low.
Do you want us to sing it high, or do you want us to sing it Ben Low?
Ben Low.
Let's turn the sequels into a musical.
Oh gosh.
Oh, so
we,
good.
could, we
Honestly-
could totally do it.
We totally
Honestly, probably wouldn't hurt anything.
could. No, it would probably make it a lot better.
It'd probably make it more, palpable.
Palpable.
More palatable.
Palpatinable.
Palpatinable.
Yeah,
All
there
right,
you go.
all great answers there. Thank you, Gonkers, for commenting. Yeah, Dan, you got something.
I think my favorite one of all of them is going to have to be this one. And it's not
Yeah.
anime proper, but it's a pretty
Epic.
good substitute. So I got to find the other one on the.
Make it. You should make it anime.
I'll do
I
that.
think I've
See
got
if
it,
you can
Dan.
do
Want me to
that.
send it
Oh
to
my
you?
gosh.
You
It'd be
do? Okay,
hilarious.
because I found this one and I can't find the
The
other
one
one.
on the horse.
Yeah, the one on the horse. This is Nick Polian,
Yeah.
but I can't find
Napoleon.
the rest of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna make an anime show called Napoleon.
Nick Polian.
That'd be so good, man.
It'd be great.
Yeah. We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. We'll
Circle
circle,
back.
Circle the
That
wagons.
is that. You are correct, Dan. Don't
Has to be the
question the
best.
pilot. He is correct.
He's flying us right into the ground.
Yeah,
if you
I don't-
disagree.
I don't know if I want to be a pilot right now. Actually, this is kind of a bad
No,
time.
yeah,
Don't look at the
it's-
news. Don't look at the news.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
I
Too
know.
soon.
Wow.
It seems to be compounding every day.
Stop making it real, Dan.
Oh, that's right. We're in this fake world.
Yeah, we're in
Right.
fake world right now.
We're in Star Wars, Dan. Star Wars.
All right.
Star Wars anime save the world? I don't know. Let's ask.
Ah,
Let's find out.
That's a perfect segue to we have memberships here. If you
Wow. That's not where I thought you were going.
I know, I pulled a 180.
Memberships.
Yeah, we have a membership here. So if you guys are not Stay on Target members, we would cordially invite you to become one. But it's less than a candy bar each month, and we always have
$200.
we have a live stream after the shows just for members only, where we talk with you guys and we have a lot of fun over there. So definitely sign up.
I won't be
It's
there.
a good time, and it's Wookiee Cookie level. We have yet to put any more levels.
You know what
but,
I just thought about? Though?
Yes,
You said
You're
memberships.
gonna tell me.
Memberships.
yes.
Like different tiers of ships that they can get for their membership.
Are you talking like
Yeah.
the relationships?
No. Like an X-Wing.
I know.
Ooh,
Like X-Wing level.
class,
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Oh,
What's bottom level? We'll figure it out.
it's
Sorry, I
it's
threw
one
you
of
on- I
those
put you on the spot.
Bespin cloud fighters.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a bad one though.
It's a bottom level.
Oh man, I like that. That's a great idea. We're
It
gonna have
is.
to implement that at some point in the future.
Consider
In
it.
the future.
Consider it almost implemented.
Almost implemented right next year.
Yep.
All right.
Right next decade.
Well, speaking of going back to a better transition, which I don't have, we're going to
Here we
hard
go.
transition into a case for Star Wars anime. That is the title of the video tonight. The title is actually, could anime be Star Wars Saving Samurai? A case for Star Wars anime. Yeah, so I submit that it can. That's what I'm going to lead
I
off
submit
here.
that it also can. And that's it.
And starting off, how many of you have heard of and or watched some from form of anime? We already kind of went through all this pretty much. Yeah. But I mean, everybody has heard of anime, right?
Right.
There's not very many people who haven't heard of anime. There's not very many people who haven't watched anime, or at least tried to watch some anime. It's super popular. And even according to some polls out there, that especially younger generation, and that's kind of the point I'm making in a lot of ways, is Star Wars is at a point where they're not bringing in new fans.
No.
It's and they've lost a lot of the old ones. And I'm not saying that anime is necessarily going to bring back old fans, but I don't think it would hurt. The people that they need to be focusing on getting back into the brand of Star Wars is actually the younger generation, which is technically like Gen Z, right? Isn't there another one too?
Probably.
Alpha, I think, is
Alpha,
the other one.
and then Beta. They're just being born.
Okay,
Yeah.
Beta, but Gen Z is kind of the one I'm focusing on here tonight. But so a survey done in 2022 in which 44% of Gen Z respondents ages 18 to 24 stated they watched popular anime. It's 44%. And also, it was so much so that anime got so popular in the United States that it was watched more than major sporting events in the United States. That's how popular the anime has become in the United States.
Have you ever seen a major sporting event?
Yes.
They're not great.
Depends. It depends on what you're watching. But
They're rigged.
I agree.
It's all rigged anyway, right?
It's all scripted.
Yeah, and overall, anime is the third most in-demand subgenre globally, behind only sitcoms and crime dramas.
Wait,
and there's
sitcoms
a million
are higher?
of those.
Wow.
Yeah, sitcoms are actually higher right now.
Yeah.
Well, you think about it, like The Office and a bunch of stuff like that.
I live in a
Sitcoms.
mundane world, Dan.
Yeah.
I need to laugh.
So, yeah, and crime dramas. I mean, there's a million crime dramas out there.
Is there a sitcom anime out there?
Is there a sitcom crime drama
100%
anime?
There's a sitcom anime. I can't think of it right now, but I'm sure.
One Piece.
Can,
One Piece. One Piece. One Piece.
One Piece? One Piece.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's probably episodes that feel like a sitcom out of the 1,000 they've made. But
honestly, that might be a new niche.
I'm
Like a anime sitcom.
Yeah, I'm just curious what the
you know?
volume of anime is now. Like,
Oh
how
my
many
goodness.
animes are in existence? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, clearly these things can run for years and years and years, as we mentioned with
Right.
the One Piece. And, you know, but if they keep doing more and more every single year, you know, I mean, is it just to the point where there's a tipping point where they're like, one, you know, that's the top 3 most made show on the earth, you know what I'm saying? After sitcoms and what was the other one?
it was
Crime dramas.
Crime dramas, yep.
Crime dramas, yeah. So I don't know if that's part of it, you know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why they would make more of them, because more people are watching them, you know? So
Yeah.
because it was maybe a lot of passionate fans watched them, but there weren't as many. I don't know. That's
Right.
as much as I
Yeah.
know.
No, that's a great point. I think part of it too. I think part of why anime is becoming so popular for so many people is because they have classically stuck to classical values. And with the whole new woke genre in the United States, I think it's basically driven a lot of fans or you know, people who want to consume that type of material, story material. They haven't really been satisfied with a lot of things that have been given, so they've been looking elsewhere. And all the people that have been watching anime for years are like, you want to watch something awesome and there's tons of episodes and you're gonna like it and it doesn't have any of that woke garbage in it, check out anime, dude, because they have more classical values. They don't kind of adhere to the American side of things with that progressive thinking in a lot of ways. So I really think that's a part of the reason why it's gotten so popular in the last probably 10 years, 15. It's always been popular to a certain genre, but it's just increased from there. And I think that is why Star Wars really needs to take a hard look. And they have, and they are in some ways with visions, but I feel like they're not committing enough to it that they should. And that's the kind of the point of this whole argument here is they really need to put more stock into that. Now, are the Japanese anime studios going to want to work that much with Disney Star Wars right now? I don't know. That's probably more the question than it is the other way around. But obviously they have some sort of relationship. But if they could come to terms and figure out a way to either, like we said, remake the original and the prequels and a lot of Star Wars content in an anime form, I think that would be epic, and I think it would bring in that new generation to see it, because I think some of the disconnect there for the original trilogies is some of the younger kids are kind of like, oh, this isn't as flashy or as interesting to watch.
Right.
You put that in an anime form where they up the action and all the kind of over the top, but I think you put it into a medium that they understand, and I think they're going to be hooked, especially for the story. Now, I think the originals stand the test of time no matter what. But I'm pleading the case for anime in this situation. What were you going to say, Nick?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I kept on rolling there. I was kind of on a monologue.
Oh, yeah. Don't make me think. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah. Right. So
it's got to be flashy, man. Ooh.
Yeah. So that's one point. That's some of the points I have there. Does anybody else on the panel, you guys agree with this? You guys have any other points that maybe I've missed in the anime taking over Star Wars? Being samurai, saving grace.
I think Skylark has a lot to say. I want you to say it, but I want you to address. KG said there's a lot of woke in anime, and I want you to also address the difference between manga and anime and what that relationship is, if there is a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause when we say anime, we're talking about like stuff we watch, like animated shows. Mm-hmm. But what is manga, anime? How did we get here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody watching probably knows, but in case you don't. Manga is a comic book form or a kind of a visual novel type form of entertainment in Japan, and then the anime is the animated version. A lot of times they're adapted from the manga, or obviously can be standalone of each. Just in case you're wondering, and Donghua, but Mrs. Manrique mentioned that's Korean, so there's differences there as well. So there's a lot of Korean things that people get mixed up, and there's also Chinese anime and comics, which I'm not quite sure what the name of that is, but
something in Chinese.
Yeah, but I have noticed that Korean entertainment and manga and all those sort of things, or I guess different there, that they're actually a lot darker. It's like if you see some Japanese things and you think that those are dark, like Korean things take it way farther. Really? In my opinion, this is a personal opinion thing, but
yeah, I agree. Does anybody see the Netflix Korean movie that was The Train to Busan?
Yes.
Dude, that
was good.
Punched me right in the feels.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was having a hard time not crying at the end of that. That's how good that was. And that was dark, though. Anyway, going back to Korean made stuff. That's not necessarily an anime or anything like that. But great points.
It's a zombie movie.
It is a zombie movie.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Recommended.
Not for kids.
Not for kids.
But sorry, I didn't mean to derail you there, Scott. If you had more to say.
No. I mean, I really don't have that much to say. I just really enjoy, manga and anime and things like that. I have for most of my life, and I never really outgrew it, which is kind of funny. But like my tastes have grown, and obviously the whole genre itself has grown sort of with me. So it's interesting. And there's a lot of adults in Japan. It's really common. There's a lot of adult entertainment that's in this area that I think a lot of Westerners don't understand. And I think, I honestly do think that anime could be a great source for Star Wars, just because Western entertainment has kind of let us down over and over again. I think we've definitely fallen into a rut. And I mean, not just Japanese, but I mean, European. There's so many different foreign film companies that have so much story to tell. And unfortunately, they don't have the resources or money or things to do to the volume that Western, like American studios can do, which is unfortunate because I think there is a lot of talent out there that needs a voice, but they don't have it. So I would be very excited to see, any kind of like Asian, European, any of that kind of coming in really from anywhere besides just if something different besides American, just because I think, we've just fallen in a rut. We need some new ideas.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they're out there, to your point. That's the thing. We don't need to be solely focused here. And obviously we haven't been doing the best job here.
Well, and especially with Star Wars, I mean, it just needs new life.
Well, have you
Go ahead.
seen Visions or much of Visions, Skylark?
Because
that was Star Wars, that was their attempt, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I watched season 1 and I enjoyed it. Again, there was some that I liked more than others. I would have liked to have seen something with more continuity. I appreciated all the different shorts and the different studios having a chance to kind of shine and show what they're capable of. But I think for me, it was a little disappointing because I would have loved to just see an original storyline.
Yeah, like a whole season of it or something.
Yeah, like just like
Yeah,
one
and that's the
story
point
told.
we're kind of making.
Yeah, told through the whole season. I think would have been really cool. But I like that they did something with it. I think to kind of show the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll announce something like that. Maybe it's not Visions. It's like a legit one of those stories as an actual show.
Gosh, I hope so.
That'd be crazy.
I hope it's that
They're going to
one.
announce it during Celebration. That would be awesome.
They probably will.
If that happens,
I hope it's that one, though. The one that we really like. With all the Jedi coming together.
Wasn't it the one, the guy who made the lightsabers?
Yeah, made the lightsabers.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but that one was like hands down the best one.
So good.
I was like, dude, I could watch like 10 seasons of this.
Yeah. Well, and that's
be satisfied.
Yeah, and that's part of the thing, and that's the thing with anime. You need you need a longer format storytelling, in my opinion. So just these one-offs, they were like testing the waters, but they didn't really want to fully dip in. Yeah. And now that they got some good responses and maybe got some studios on board, I think now is the time to commit.
The time is now.
The time is now. Commit to a Star Wars anime, whatever that may be.
You won't, Disney.
Yeah,
cowards.
We don't know. But that's a great point there, Skylark, that they were so good, but at the same time, they're so short, it's not sticking in our memories as much. Yeah. Only a few of them do. But if you had if they announced a Star Wars anime that's coming out at the end of this year and it's going to be, 20 some episodes of Star Wars anime.
Like one season?
We would all, that's one season. We would all freak out. Depending on who's doing it, there's a lot of stipulations of that in Star Wars now.
Yeah.
But I do think if they held to more Japanese, at least quality for a lot of their famous animes, I think you would have a resurgence, but in a different way, and it would be new and exciting. And I think they would really get a lot of people on board with it, especially the younger generation, which they need. So
see, that was my problem with like the first season. Like, I like the storylines, but some of the style, I was like, that's just weird looking. I don't really care for that.
And between each one, you kind of had to change your mindset. So it was a little jarring in some ways. You couldn't just get locked into a, like a One Piece 1,000 episodes or Dragon Ball or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. It just comes down to aesthetics, I think, for me.
And story.
Like story.
Right.
But like, it has to be aesthetically pleasing to me.
Yeah, well, you're an artist.
Otherwise, I'm like, I can't get into this. This is weird.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about how these characters are drawn and they look funky.
That was also Luke in Mando season 2. That you couldn't even get past it.
Ruined it for him.
Like, just get Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have been that hard. People would have instantly been like, "That's Luke Skywalker."
Right.
They wouldn't even cared if it wasn't Mark Hamill.
I gotta say though, have you guys seen? No, you haven't. But Sebastian Stan in the latest film that he was in.
What film was it?
Captain America, Brave New World.
Oh,
no,
I have not.
I honestly didn't even know that came out.
He looks.
Until
I don't know if this is a spoiler, but he looks kind of old. So I don't know if that will work anymore. Maybe they aged him up. Old. Maybe they just aged him up. But
I'm glad you brought up Marvel though in that situation, Dan, because what Skylark was explaining manga to anime, our version of that in America is basically like the Marvel or the comic book movies, which is the all of Marvel, all DC. So that's kind of a more relatable thing. You have comics and then you have the movies or other mediums, animated ones as well. And that's kind of what anime is in a lot of ways. And recently, the United States, because they've been tapped out of creativity for a while, they have been dipping into the anime and bringing them to live action in Netflix and a couple different places, which I think is smart if you can not put American agendas on it. And I think that is the true deciding factor in a lot of ways.
Yep.
So anyway,
so are there not agendas in anime?
I'm sure there are.
They're just not. They're more subtle than
I would say that
American made stuff.
Right.
American made stuff is like they beat you over the head until you're dead, and then they bring you back to life and beat you over the head again.
Wow.
Because culturally, Japan has different feelings, and I mean, they're more homogenous in their culture than we are in the United States. So there's probably more traditional, just different styles of thinking, right?
Well,
they. Go ahead, Skylar.
No, and they really are craftsmen at storytelling. They just do. In my opinion, I feel like from a lot of different entertainment that I've seen, they do amazing at crafting characters, like building characters, and I I don't know. It's like I don't think I've cried. I mean, I actually have cried more. I feel like at watching certain anime than I have watching American movies, just because the character depth, and you actually feel like you know those characters by the end.
Yeah.
And so if somebody dies or something horrible happens, like you're so connected to those characters, and that's what's pretty amazing to me about it, because I'm like, these are like drawn pictures, and I'm crying that somebody died. You know,
right?
Yeah, they're not real.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, in movies they're not real either, but
they're real to me.
They're real to me.
But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that they do such a good job connecting you with those characters, and I just haven't seen that happen a whole lot in a lot of Western entertainment. They just, I mean, a long time ago they did. If you go back to a lot of old classic movies, you know, there was amazing storytelling there, but we've just gotten away from that. So that's just my 2 cents.
No, I completely agree, because even when they came out with the Netflix version of One Piece, not to go back to this too many times, but I really enjoyed it for the fact that it was inspiring. The main character, Luffy. I always forget his Lo-Fi. I always get his name wrong.
Luffy.
But he was very inspiring. It kind of reminded me of being a kid and having those movies or shows that you could look up to and be like, that's a hero right there. Like that's somebody I want to aspire to be. And that was kind of what One Piece, and I think what a lot of Japanese anime they focus on in a lot of ways. They also have a lot of the time a clear good and evil, which really helps. And they make their heroes and they make their villains. I mean, they have nuance in there obviously as well, but it gives you more inspiration. It gives you something to aspire to become. And that's kind of what it's about. Hard work. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of montages when it comes to training. It's like a lot of you got to get better, dude. And that's what I love about it. I think that's why it speaks to all of us, because it's like the hero's journey in a lot of ways. Usually a lot of the characters start off in a place that's not as good, and then they have to work hard to train and to get to a place where they can be the hero, but they're always striving to be better. And I think some of those morals, like we were talking about, and the craftsmanship of that, they've really nailed that in a lot of ways. And I think even Lucas pulled from that from a lot of the Japanese films that inspired him. So it kind of a full 360 or circle on here is the Japanese has always been in the forefront. It's always been in Star Wars, and to not go back to that, not to have an anime style, I think behooves Disney Star Wars at this point. So yeah,
it's hard to, you can't take the Japanese influence out of Star Wars.
No.
So it might help to give it a fresh infusion of Japanese creativity in the form of anime and Japanese quality storytelling and story crafting. Because obviously, I think they're realizing, if Star Wars is realizing anything, they're like, hey, we're doing celebration in Japan. Because like they know what they're doing, and it'll make us look more legit. And then Japan's like, I don't know if I want to mess with these people. These guys aren't good anymore.
Right.
But the two they can find a happy medium, and maybe magic can happen again.
I think Lucasfilm needs to get over themselves at this point and accept that there are good, fantastic entertainment value in other sources, and not to be so full of yourself that you can't let other creatives come in and make a masterpiece in your world, in your galaxy, I guess you could say.
Right.
But yeah, so some of these, I mean, there's and to this point, we're gonna finish up here soon. But to this point, there's been some Star Wars anime that has even popped off on YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm just going to run through a few of those examples. If you want to look them up later, you can. So the TIE Fighter Remastered, we went over this a little while ago.
That's a good one.
But they had a TIE Fighter Remastered in like an old classic hand-drawn anime style. And the remastered version has 8.4 million views on it. And which is, I think, more than the Acolyte at this point. And then...
Take that, Acolyte.
Sorry, that was a little low blow. But then the original has over 14 or 40 some. I think it was 14. I should have researched that one. Yeah, but I think collectively it's got over 20 million views on that fan-made Star Wars anime project that he worked on for like 5 years or something like that.
I thought it was 8 years.
Or 8 years. Yeah, I'm not getting all the details right, but it's absolutely amazing. And then we got a new one that's coming out, or just came out recently, which is Star Wars Heir to the Empire, and then they're doing the anime, which I love, Heir to the Empire, and I think it really worked quite well. I have a few qualms with it because there's a few adjustments he made, and I'm not going to go into that, but I think it really worked though, and they did it in the anime style, and it's starting to get a lot of buzz out there. Then we got some Star Wars.
Sorry.
Oh
pause.
yeah.
Did
go
you
ahead.
see Hunter's?
I did not.
Comment
Nope.
earlier. Is One Piece your anime Thrawn, Dustin? Because you love Thrawn and One Piece.
That's a good
Keep
point.
saying One Piece.
I do. Well, I'm just referencing that. So unfortunately, I have not watched enough of the anime. I've really only seen the Netflix. So I can't really call myself a anime One Piece fan because I've watched episodes. Don't get me wrong, but I have not watched enough. I feel like to be like worthy of that title, because in like certain spaces with One Piece and some of these shows, like if you haven't like caught up, you haven't spent years of your life watching it, they're like, we'll accept you as but you're not on this council.
Yeah, right.
We'll accept you as master, but not.
Is that how it is, Skylark? Like you have a deeper connection with people if they've seen all of the episodes of a certain show or whatever?
I think there's definitely purists out there, but for the most part, I feel like the anime community is very welcoming. So I think they're just excited to have more members in the ranks.
So they're not just like sticking their nose up in the air. They're like welcoming people.
Not in my experience. I feel like they're a pretty welcoming group.
Well, you welcomed me into it. I mean, that's it.
Aw.
And I think it's just because we're so excited for others to experience this awesome art form and storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's
especially
the fun. That's
when
why
it's
We want to
quality.
geek out with other people. So
Yeah,
let's geek out.
exactly. Which ties in so well to Star Wars, because I mean that's how people usually find Star Wars. If somebody's geeking out over Star Wars and they're like, "You haven't seen it, you have to watch it so you can geek out with me."
Right.
And that's kind of what's happening with anime, and it's perfect to meld the two. So yeah.
Meld them.
Meld them. Yeah, there's a bunch more on here that I had listed, but we don't need to go through them all. If you just look up Star Wars anime in YouTube, you're going to find some awesome stuff. And then you look, and then I also talked about the Galaxy of Adventures, a couple other things. So definitely check it out. I think it's worth a watch. And if Disney, or if anybody from Disney is watching right now, which I highly doubt, but if you are, I just want to say, what the heck are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's an easy win. Just commit to anime in some meaningful way and watch the fans come streaming in. That's what I got to say to Disney right now.
Streaming.
Yeah, exactly. They will flock to it. If you make caveat, it has to be a good story and it has to be well done. But if you do those two things, I think it'll be a new genre in Star Wars and possibly a new era in Star Wars if you can pull it off right. So that is our case for a Star Wars anime. So what do you guys think out there? Gonkers, let us know. Chatters, let us know. Do you think we also have a poll going as well, which we'll do right now? What's the poll saying, Fact Checker?
All right, I'll end it in just a minute. But so far, yes is winning just barely, kind of. It's 58%.
Wow.
To 42 saying no.
Wow, that's surprising. Okay.
I know.
That's fair, though. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, someone said earlier that Disney would ruin anime, Star Wars
That's
anime.
very
They probably would.
Mhm.
That is the crux of it.
There-
Will
Unfortunately,
it chew it up and spit it out? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope not.
the only way to do it is to let them have full control. Not Disney, but the Japanese studios.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
You know,
'Cause
that's yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say in that same thing. The reason I think the Netflix One Piece. Sorry, I'm going back to this. Was
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh.
I'm sorry.
Ron.
No, but he had full creative control. The creator of One Piece had full creative control over the live action version, and he took out scenes that they wanted to add and they wanted to change characters. And he's like, "Nope, we're not doing that. I'm gonna pull the plug if you try and do that." And so that's to Skylark's point, and it turned out great. So,
Nice. That makes
what were you
sense.
gonna say, Dan? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that the music also, inside of a lot of the animes that I've seen, they have a certain like quality to them. I think part of it is that they all use piano a lot, and the piano and strings tend to drive that. But it also, in the right context, a good piano will stir emotions that you didn't even know you had. So I feel like there's a secret sauce in the way that they do their music, and the people that write their music they're just good. And I mean, a lot of the intro music and stuff are pretty poppy, and depends on the style of show, I guess. Like I think I played a song at the beginning of this one, but it's kind of poppy sounding and
They're really
happy.
catchy.
Yeah, catchy? Yeah.
yeah,
But
No, for
that's
sure.
another thing that goes under the radar, I think, is the music in these shows.
And getting you into the mood and getting you into the tone of the show altogether. And it kind of takes you out of your world and into this galaxy far, far away, if that would be the case, or the anime.
Yep.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. The music side of it can be so epic. And some of the scenes you're like, what is happening?
Right.
Why is it
so epic?
Why is it so epic?
Skylark will put on like background music in the house, and we'll put on like, it'll sometimes be an anime style lo-fi or background music, and it just works, you know.
Yeah.
Just like you don't even know, is this from a show? I don't know, but it's good stuff.
Maybe.
Easy listening. I don't know the shows.
listening.
So
All right. Well,
I just appreciate it. I appreciate
Yeah.
quality, and there's definitely a lot of quality.
that's the point. Yep, that is definitely the point. The caveat to all of this is it has to be good.
It has to be good.
But yeah, so you guys agree with me? Everybody here agree with that anime is the right way to go?
Yes.
Do I have any dissenting voices that I need to stick a toothpick
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. In Japanese, hi.
Hey.
That's horrible. I've definitely offended everybody. Fact checker, though, let's end with that poll. I think you told me it was leading there, but have you closed?
Yes,
the
I
poll?
just closed
Closed.
it. 58% said yes, 41% said no. And when Mrs. Manrique jumped in, she said that Roll the Tape Studios is going to save Star Wars.
There you go.
Yeah,
So I
Of
think
course.
that's the proper answer.
of course. Of course.
Rise
No,
of the fans.
Rise of the fans, baby. Yep, we're gonna make Star Wars good again. And that was the other thing I was gonna say to finish this off. You know what? A lot of people, we critique and we call out the bad for Star Wars, rightly so. But at the same time, a lot of people don't offer up helpful advice. So that's what I'm saying. In this situation, Disney Star Wars,
Just do
we're
better.
trying to help you in this. We're trying to give you some good information to go off of and a path, I think, to redemption if you were choose to follow it. So we don't just critique here on Stay on Target. We also try and provide substance and helpful direction. So
Just be better, Disney.
yeah, I mean that's the main thing. But
When you said if you choose to accept it, all I could think of was Mission Impossible.
Mission
And
Impossible.
they're like, this message will now
Vision.
self-destruct.
If you choose to accept it.
the stream is about to self-destruct.
Oh, dear.
That's all I could think about.
All right. Well, I think that's a great place to end it there. Thank you, everybody, panelists, for coming on the show tonight. You all
Yeah.
are lovely, wonderful people. Happy birthday, Skylark.
Aw, thanks again. Thanks, everybody.
And thank you, Gonkers, for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget, Friday, we're going to be live. We're going to be doing Star Wars D&D War of the Cosmic Tyrants.
Yeah.
It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun.
It is hilarious.
It's a great time. So join us there. We'd love to have you.
For clarification, you're doing that
Yeah, go ahead.
live for the members, or you're just going to upload it later?
No, we're
doing it live.
So this week, we're doing a little bit of experimentation.
Yeah,
with this,
right.
But we're doing it live for everybody this
Okay.
Friday. So live for everybody this Friday. We're not going to be dropping it later. It's going to be live Friday night and then live from then on out. So last time we did a live for members only, and then we released it to the public the following day. We're going to try doing it live for everybody this Friday and see how that goes. You know, it's a live show. We're trying new things. So we like to do that on Stay on Target and trying to keep it interesting for you guys.
But
So,
you guys
yeah,
aren't
thank you
talking. You guys ain't saying nothing.
No, we will not. The ones that are
We're not going
in the
to talk
D&D
to you.
session are not going to be chatting or talking with the Gonkers.
Nice.
The
Don't-
fact checker will be there and
Yeah.
will be commenting, along
Laughing.
and talking to. So, and that's who they really care about. So that
Sure.
the fact checker will be there. Don't you worry.
No. Number one saunter is Skylark.
Oh,
True. Yes.
Sky Shark.
no.
So, yes.
I'm just a guest.
Just a guest.
I'm waiting for Hunter to type rigged.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
As
Thank
I
you for that
pocket the super
clarification.
chat.
Yeah. Look at me now. I am Stay on Target.
I am a stand.
Skylark.
Oh, no.
Oh man. Okay, cool. And next Wednesday we will be back as well. Same time, same place. If the stars and the moon align.
If the stars and the moon align.
So definitely
That's
come back
no
for that.
moon.
We always have good stuff here on Stay on
Yeah.
Target. Anyway, thank you for joining. We appreciate all of you. Have an awesome anime experience if you choose to do so. This stream is going to self-destruct in 5 seconds, so we better get the gonk on out of here. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. We love. We'll see you next
Boom.
time. Don't forget to always stay on target.
Bye.
天気予報はどんなでいますか？なんだよ。